Hello everyone, and welcome back to Into the Breach. We are playing as the Hazardous Mechs. We've cleared out 2 islands, and we're doing okay. Not outstanding, but okay. I think this is, like... I thought this said 3 islands. I remembered it saying 3, and then it, like, seemed a little bit achievable. 4 is a bit rough, but, you know, we've done 2. Yeah, let's move on to the next island. There you go. This is our first 3-island attempt on this channel, believe it or not. We've just had every game has felt pretty bad by the time we got to 2 islands. All right, so this place, have we been to Pinnacle before? I forget. I think we have. Not sure. Anyway, so we have defend both robot. Oh my god. I remember robot factories on this channel. They are awful. I hate them so much. They shoot out robots forever. I never want to do that mission again in my life. So I think we'll go this way. And we have to go this way eventually anyway, of course, because we're going to have to do 4 missions, and we can only do 3 with 2 even without doing this one. So we're going to go this way. Might as well do it first to see what all this is about, and hopefully never, ever, ever do this. Okay. So there's a couple of robots here. What's this guy about? Artillery. And this is the explodey guy. That could be quite useful, perhaps. Since all of our attacks involve pushing enemies, the explosions mostly won't hurt us. They might hurt enemies, so that would be nice. Actually, you know what? I would rather you be there and you be here, because he can jump over stuff, but he can't shoot through stuff, so this is kind of more an obstacle for the unstable mech than for the lead mech. Okay. Time pods are great. If I can get a time pod every mission, I would. So I don't like that he's getting this guy out of the ice, but I think that the best line probably involves letting him do that. My current thinking is to, like, jump to here. Which would kill this guy, so none of this would explode. But I want to get the time pod, right? So... maybe what I could do... I was thinking it would be nice to, instead of doing that, try to get like a chain reaction attack going in here somehow, but I can't get to the square without jumping. I was thinking, like, if I could chain reaction these 2 by putting a mech here, that might be nice. But I can't do that. I was thinking, first, that if I were to jump here, I would push this guy onto the time pod, which I don't want. So I was thinking, I'll station a mech here to pick the time pod up first. It'll be a shame that they get this guy pushed into them, but that's life. We'll take 1 damage on a mech, no big deal. However, we don't even have to do that. We can come here and shoot this guy, pushing ourselves out of harm's way. So that's all very nice. I'm not sure what to do with this guy in that case. There really is nothing left. There's no one I want to apply acid to. I don't want to apply acid to this guy because he's going to be killing the artillery bot who pops out of here. I guess I should just bring him closer to the action, leave him here, and, like, that's what we'll do with him. Yeah, okay, so that seems like a plan. this. Shit. Did I... Wait, why didn't he get pushed? Why didn't I lose health here? Because he's not a Vec, so this didn't affect him. Okay. Got lucky on that. I should have calculated that out. It turns out it was the right play, but not on purpose. I forgot about the explosions. Oh, we're pushing this! Which means I do want to shoot this guy, moving him to here to kill this, and applying acid to him. Perfect. And I'll stand here while I do it. There we go. I'd like to get started on blocking some spawns, though, if I could. What order do they attack in? This guy attacks first, and so he'll just kill this guy. I don't even have to, I can leave these two completely alone, and they'll be fine. It would be nice to apply acid to this guy, you know, but I can't, so who cares? So I think that what I should do is just push this guy onto a spawner. Although it would be nice to deal 2 damage to him first, before I apply acid to him. So maybe I'll move to here to block this spawn. Jump to here. Oh, that'll kill him. He already has acid on him? Interesting. Well, in that case, I can't really easily block 2 spawns, or 3 spawns this turn. I could do 2. I could easily do 3 if I don't want to kill this guy. Although, that would involve letting him stand here and attack someone else who's standing here, so that doesn't seem like much of a plan. So maybe I should just kill this guy and block 2 spawns with my mechs. Yeah. Oh, I forgot this guy takes 2 self-damage now. Gotta remember that. I upgraded him. Oh, I don't have to take damage to kill this guy. I can just lightning him. Well, that's better. So we'll just do this, and this. And oh, that guy's gonna be trapped. Isn't that nice, huh? I don't know, let's put some acid over there. I wasn't sure what would happen if I shot it at a mountain. Now I know, nothing. Here's hoping I remember that if it ever matters. Okay, and this guy's gonna attack first, I bet? Yeah. So what if I shot acid at this guy, pushing him to here, and then jumped here? I would kill this fellow. No, I wouldn't. It would only take 4 damage. And I'd be standing in front of him, so that's sort of not a great plan. So standing here and shooting this guy for 3 seems okay. But then I would take 2 damage, and then 3 more from getting shot by this guy. I'd be at 1. It's not great. Smoke bombs. Not relevant this turn. Because I don't really want to smoke bomb this guy, but it's something to think about. I want to let him attack. It's kind of tricky because I don't exactly want to kill this guy, but if I don't, he's going to be a big problem next turn. I'm thinking I should use a mech to block this and deal damage to him. Which can only be this guy, because he's the only one who cannot be standing here while dealing damage to him, which would be a bad place to be, because this guy's shooting. But I think maybe I should actually just kill this guy, which I can do by acid and then jumping on him, pushing him into here. So I guess my plan looks sort of like this. Attack this guy, taking 2 more damage, and then we'll take an additional 3, reducing us to 1 health. But this guy will be at 1. He'll be dead, because this guy will... No. We're killing this guy. We can kill this guy and use him to block the spawn if we acid him in this direction, and then jump on him... No. Because if you acid him and then jump on him, you still do 5 damage, pushing him there. I guess I could just not acid him, right? But then I'm only dealing 2 damage. On the other hand, I'm killing this guy and blocking like 3 spawns by doing that. So that seems pretty good. Right, we come up here, jump on this tile, pushing him to here. He finishes this guy off, and the only spawn that occurs is this one. Seems very strong. We have this guy left plus 1 spawn. I think we can work with that. So we do this. Make sure I have not done any moves I'll regret. Okay. We do this. We do this and repair. And then we do this. Yeah, that guy's in rough shape. But if he can kill something, he'll heal out of it, so... Yeah, and he should have no trouble, like, say, killing this guy, for example. Okay, we got him. Alright, a perfect mission. Oh, let's repair. There you go. Good boy. Alright, and we got a time pod with a reactor and a weapon. Smoke mortar. Oh, I've never seen a smoke mortar before. But we don't have any ranged guys, so this is not looking very promising. Obviously, if it were that amazing, we could equip it, but like we're already doing fine. What are we doing with our power? This I'm so envious of this, but I feel like I'd rather live on the nice edge, so to speak, where every time we where we're constantly setting ourselves to 0 health and then healing again. The +1 heal is not worth 3 power. I've got more important things to spend the power on. Specifically what, you ask? I'm not sure. Probably just giving someone a basic stats upgrade, like their moves or something. And who needs it most is honestly this guy. The other two can kind of like... They have ranged attacks, which means they don't need to be in a specific like place to deal their damage. Of course, so does this guy, but he doesn't do any damage with his, and so it often matters... It more often matters with this guy which direction you're pushing someone when you hit them. These guys, you're often killing guys. Plus, like, we can actually leap over an enemy to attack it from the other side. So I think the one who needs the mobility most is actually here. We could do this, but that doesn't seem very good. Yeah. Alright, what's next? Kill all enemies before they retreat. I don't think I've seen that objective before, actually. It's a little bit different than kill 7 enemies. Because, it means if you want to, like, say we could somehow block any enemies from ever spawning. That would allow us to achieve this objective, but not to kill 7 enemies. Conversely, you know, you could kill 7 enemies, but still have, like, 1 left on the screen. So, okay. Neither one is strictly harder than the other, but I haven't seen this one very often. So what's this look like? Ah! That's why. Because there are no spawns to block. They come out of the ice. I see. Well, we can see exactly what all the threats are, I suppose. And it doesn't have a lot of health. Right, there are not any high health enemies in here, except maybe like an alpha firefly or something, or an alpha hornet. I think we could do this. Whereas this might actually be kind of hard. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, right, this guy doesn't affect the mechs either. Yeah, okay, so these two are the ones with a noticeable amount of health. The Firefly and the Hornet are both alphas. Don't know what order enemies are spawning in, but I don't know. Let's try and kill them off as they escape. Another time pod. Good news. No, you don't. Well, this is obviously a pretty manageable first turn. I'm just not sure what to do with it. Could I think I could manage to kill this guy if I really wanted to. Yeah. Yeah, I could. And I could acid up this Firefly as well or something. So what I'm thinking is something like get out of the way here. Move this guy here. And then come jump here. Okay. Now That'll kill this guy, and it'll break this guy out of the ice, pushing him here as well. Then I can shoot this guy, killing him, and bump myself into this guy, killing him. And healing up the 2 damage that I caused to myself. Finally, apply acid to this guy. Actually, what happened? If you acid him, does he wake up? I wouldn't think so. Any damage will free the unit. It says damage. So, this isn't damage. I think it should be okay. Alright, everyone's positioned where they need to be, right? Yep. Why didn't he get... Oh, because he didn't kill a Vec? He should have gotten +2 health. Oh, he did get +2 health, but he caused himself 3 damage. 2 from attacking and 1 from bumping into the ice. Oh, wow, it didn't occur to me. I was damaging all these ice tiles by making that guy blow up on them. Cool. There we go. And he does indeed have acid on him. Very good. Well, picked the wrong one to put acid on, I guess. But they're breaking out of ice very slowly. This is, like, fine. We should be able to deal with these 2 on the next turn, no problem. And we'll have, like, 2 turns to kill them? Is that right? I think so. So if we wake this guy up now, that's fine. He was going to wake up and move next turn anyway. So if we can squeeze in some extra damage on him, that would be lovely. Yeah, we could shoot him like this. Applies acid to him again, which of course doesn't matter. But it does a damage to this guy and wakes this guy up. Then I could shoot this guy into him, dealing 1 damage to him. No, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is bump him into here. Oh, this guy's attacking air. It's obviously, like, quite easy to... Wait, this guy's not acided yet, right? Yeah. It's quite easy to, like, I don't know, jump here. Of course, that sets me on fire, which is not great. Here's an interesting idea. Suppose I go up here and push this guy down. Then, jumping or shooting at this guy will kill this fellow as well as killing this guy. Right? And, oh, wait! I can do even better than that, because I have the lightning attack. I can acid this guy down to here, and then lightning attack the whole group of 3 of them without damaging myself. Waking this guy up, and then shoot him with this guy, killing him, right? Yeah, that sounds amazing. Like that. Like this. And then like this. Now we have a very easy final 2 turns. We have 2 turns to deal with this guy. Do you think we can do it? I think we ought to be okay. Well, we could probably do it without taking any damage either, right? Okay, good work, everyone. I don't think I've ever had a full turn with no enemies even appearing. When, like, there were also none on the screen. Or 2 full turns. I've never had an enemy turn where there were no guys on it, and then the next turn I didn't have to do anything either. So there you go. A great, wonderful, successful mission. Got another pod with this, huh? Okay. Noted. Is it worth equipping? Applies a shield to buildings it passes through. That's pretty cool. Well, we haven't been using the smoke bomb for much. And this is a good way... It sort of like shores up a weakness that we have of defending buildings, I think. But, like, how often do you really get a chance to shoot through buildings? It doesn't seem like that often. I don't know. I might be better just putting the power somewhere else and keeping the smoke bomb. Where else would I put the power? Well, I could put it into this mech and pull both of these off to put this in. We would lose 2 health, but stop doing +1 damage to ourselves. That's only a very slight upgrade, right? Like, this guy usually... He attacks at most 4 times per mission, so it's at most an upgrade of 2 health. And it could be less, because we don't always take all the damage. Sometimes we can heal out of it, and so on. So, it's not that great an upgrade. I could put it here, and make a similar upgrade. But again, like, I think we're fine on health. I think that just powering this up is pretty good. On the other hand, we could power this, and keep the smoke bomb, right? Get a little bit better move, have the smoke bomb available. This is a better weapon than a smoke bomb, though. Yeah, I think I will do this. And see if I can find some spaces to use this. We have a lot of weapons to sell when we get to the end. Kill 7 enemies, protect the coal plant, ice storm. Well, here's the thing about that. When there's an ice storm, I never end up killing 7 enemies. I just let them freeze to death. And there's a ton of enemies here as well. I think that's a bit risky. But if we want to... Well, there's a reactor core over here. Defend the robot factories is the worst thing I could imagine. I hate this so much. It does say they're manufacturing hostile machines, but the first time I did this, I didn't realize it meant like, oh, and you'll have to deal with them during the mission. Oh boy. So I feel like if I'm not going to do this, I absolutely must do this one eventually. I have no choice. I must do one of these two. I guess I'll take this one. And like, that's fine. This is not a hard mission. It's just going to be hard to kill 7 enemies, which I would really like to do because we're so far on a perfect for this island. You know? And staying there would be great. It's just hard to do with an ice storm going on, is all. I hope that our excessive amounts of damage... You know, easy swap. I hope that our excessive amounts of damage will allow us to kill 7 enemies, even though we let many of them freeze. Well, if I'd stood over here, this would be a good opportunity to shoot through buildings. Which I had thought about a little bit, but... Alright, so, a jump to here is pretty strong. Right? kills this guy, pushes this guy here, freeing this guy up to attack. He can move to here, shooting this guy. Oh, I don't need to shoot him. He's going to be dead. So we'll do something about this guy then, I suppose? Don't have an easy way to do that, do I? Yeah, I do. I could acid shoot him once and then shoot him with this guy, killing him. Or even pushing him onto this spawner and then killing him. Okay, that seems like a plan. So we do this. We don't kill this guy, which kind of stinks. I'd like to kill him, but I think that's optimistic. Ambitious might be a better word. Oh yeah, but I wanted to push this guy in here. He's a real threat. I guess I can't. No one can reach him, so. I mean, if it were my only goal, I could push him this way once and then this way once, and that would do it. But it's not my only goal, so. What I was thinking was this guy, right? Is there some way to do it better than pushing him onto this? I don't see any way I can cause him to not do grid damage without pushing him twice. Or anyway, spending 2 actions on him. Yeah, I think this is the best I can do. And I'll use this new attack to do just 1 damage instead of 3. I guess I could have killed this guy all in 1 shot with this mech. With this attack, leaving this guy free to do something else, like apply acid here. But I don't really want to apply... Well... Oh my god, he's attacking this square. Alright. Well, that's sort of a problem that needs to be addressed. So... that's pretty bad. The best solution to that I can see is to push him to here, where he would shoot this guy instead of all these buildings. However, this guy's going to be frozen, and shooting him will unfreeze him, which is really quite bad. And of course I'll have to spend my reset turn on it as well. Oh boy. I always forget that these guys have their split attacks. That's why they're so nasty. I should... Well, I remember they have it, but I forget that it, at the end of the map, splits instead of like just going off into nothing. Yuck. Alright, we're gonna reset here. So, I guess another question is, given what we know about this guy, is there something better I could do with my first attack that would resolve the dilemma a little bit better? So, here's a thing that I'm thinking about, is a jump here. After, like... Oh man, this is not a good idea. Wait a minute. Here's a thought. What if I were to just leave this guy here to tank the damage? He's about to get frozen, and then being shot would unfreeze him, so that's fine. I'm not sure I can actually do that, but it's a thing to think about. Because I still have then this guy as the problem. I was thinking to free this guy to shoot him and kill him all at once. However, on reflection, there are a few problems with that plan. Firstly, that there's nowhere I could stand to shoot him that would not damage a building. Well, here. No, that hurts a building. This one. How much damage is this guy doing? 5, yeah. I mean, certainly he could free himself by shooting like this, right? That's the thing we could do. And then he would become frozen and unfreeze, but then we'd unfreeze this guy as well. And we wouldn't be dealing with this. Maybe the best I can do involves pushing this guy into a building. Something like this. But I think I would want to shoot this guy first. Well, if I do that, then I'm not even... I can only hit him with one of these two mechs, not both. Which is fine, because I kind of want him alive to free my, my unstable mech. But the thing is, if I do that, I need to kill this guy as well. So that I don't blow up this building twice. And damage my mech again. So, like, shooting this guy to here is necessary for that plan. That involves us taking only 1 grid damage this turn, which is more than 0, but... what else am I supposed to do? There's the thing I did before of jumping here. But that leaves me with too many threats to deal with still, I think. Kills this guy, but leaves this guy attacking buildings for at least 1, perhaps 2. I might as well just kill him for 1. Yeah, I think this is the best I can do now that I understand what this guy's doing. Oh, fuck me! God damn it. I forgot to hit undo move. This is why I'm always hitting undo move, so that this doesn't happen. I used my reset already. This is a disaster. This is awful. Because now I can't kill this guy while also killing the other stuff I need to kill. Given so much, I think this is maybe the best I can do. Then I mean, I can. This is pretty similar to the other line, I guess. Ah, and it involves not unfreezing this guy, which is pretty cool. Oh, shoot. But if I do this, then I'm taking the hit for this guy. Because I'll be standing here. Ah! So, I can fix that, of course. By standing here instead. Or perhaps even better, here? That creates water here, which like doesn't matter that much. But it keeps me closer to the center of the battlefield, which kind of does. There's our 1 damage. Alright, so this was an accident, but it kind of turned out pretty well, I think. All things considered. Did we get acided, by the way? I think so, yes. I wasn't sure if it would apply through. That's right. This guy creates acid on the ground, not on his target. Unlike this, which creates acid on the target. Jeepers creepers. More of these. So many enemies. So we could acid this guy and lightning both of these. Seems pretty okay. And freeze this guy. Still seems pretty okay. Right? Oh, we could kill him, actually. Is that better? It causes 1 more damage to us. Only 1, because we deal 2, but heal. However, it gets us... closer to our number of enemies killed target. Which is not nothing. It also lets us optionally block a spawn if I want, which I don't really want. But it keeps us closer to the center of the fight, which is sort of important. I could just stand here and kill him. Take 1 damage, but be much closer to the action and get a kill. I could do the more ambitious play of this, but then I'd be... this is not... like, having 3 enemies next turn is not a problem. 3 isn't a man... Well, I'd prefer to have 2 and then 2 than to have 3 and then 1. So I think this is fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. We should be able to get our kill quota in this way as well. Push this guy down, and then lightning the whole place up. Great. I thought I'd made a mistake and left this guy in the ice. I was mentally panicking for a second there. Oh, he's in acid. That's great news. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's the one with only 1 health. This is the guy with a bunch of health. Alright, but I believe we can kill both of these guys pretty simply. Just by... This is... Wait, is this still acid? I don't see a thing telling me there's acid here. Does stepping in acid clear it up? Oh, it does. I never realized that mechanic existed. Not sure how I missed it. So this guy's freezing, which means I don't have to worry about him. But it would be nice to kill him anyway, of course, for the mission rewards. Well, we're doing fine on mission rewards, right? We only need to kill 2 more. I think we'll get there. So I should focus on preventing grid damage. Okay, I think that here's the thing that works, I think, is to push this guy out of the way. Sorry, that's not the way I meant to do it. Push this guy out of the way, killing him. Is that what I meant? No. I could push this guy like so that he doesn't shoot the building at all. And then acid him to here. He's still only taken 1 damage, but he's now acided. And I could then jump to here, killing him and blocking 1 spawn. So we'll have just these 2 monsters plus this guy, and we need to kill 1 of them next turn. I think that should be pretty manageable. So, I'll do those moves. Put this guy here, here, push, push, attack. Oh, wow! The acid hurts your self-attacks as well. I feel like I found this out on a previous mission, but had forgotten. That is pretty nuts. Well, let's just not... So I could lightning, and that kills him. But then I'm not blocking any spawns, and I have 3 guys. I'd rather have just 2. I think that it's worth taking the mech damage. Oh, that would kill me. No, I would heal, and then take 1 damage, and I'd be at 1, and that's fine. I think. You know what? I think I'd rather not take 4 damage. I think I'd rather try to deal with 3 enemies next turn. Right? Is it worth taking 4 damage on this mech to defeat, or to prevent 1 enemy from appearing? Might be. Because he's going to take a ton of damage next turn when he attacks anyway. So, yeah, I think I'll go with this. He'll be, like, living on the edge where he needs to kill something in order for his attack to count, but I think that's fine. That's only 3 damage, I forgot, because we're healing. Oh, we're taking damage, that's right. Yeah. Neither of these guys is easy to kill. The good news is neither of them is attacking anything, so... yeah, this should be fine. We come up here and shoot this guy there, and then we just kill him somehow or other. There's a couple ways. It doesn't really matter which one. This guy can't reach, but this guy can reach with either of his 2 attacks, which is sufficient. For example, this. Does damage up there, I guess, which is kind of a bummer. But this, sure. There we go, and he unfreezes all this, but who cares, right? Okay, a perfect mission. Whew. Okay, so 2 missions left before we do Corporate HQ, right? Oh, or 1? Did I forget to... Oh, no, this is the normal time to take a break, right? Is to, yeah. It's just those 3 missions took a while. That's why the video is so long. Okay. And then we have 2 missions left. We can try this, and then Corporate HQ in the next episode. Great. This island's going better than I expected. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.